And this is my first time actually coming and doing participating in the Black History program at Chruch here. Even though I've been going to this church for 15 years. And many of you may know me as, I was on the radio for like 10, 12 years with This Week in Black History on a couple of different radio programs where I remember me from the 90s all the way through the 2000s. What I'm going to talk to you today about is some famous person that I actually knew. It was my great uncle. His name is Erskine Hawkins. He was born in July 26, 1914. His mother was Carrie Hawkins. His father was Edward Hawkins. Edward Hawkins died in France in World War I. He went on to live with his grandparents in Birmingham, Alabama. They lived right across from this place called the Tugger Institute. It was a boys' school. Every afternoon he would see the school band parading up and down the street playing music. And at age 6, he was enrolled into that school. His grandparents volunteered there and worked there. And at age 6, his first instrument he started playing was the drums at age 7. Went on to play trombone and other instruments. And then at age, after he left the Tugger School, he enrolled at the Industrial High School in Birmingham, Alabama. During that time at the Industrial High School, he had the pleasure of being taught by a gentleman called Fess Watley. Fess Watley was very famous at that time during the 20s as one who had trained many of all the musicians that went on to play with Duke Ellington, Cab Calloway, Louis Armstrong, during the 20s and the 50s and 30s during that time. And from there, he graduated from Industrial High School and enrolled at Bama State Teachers College in Montgomery, Alabama. During that time is when he started his band. His first band was the Bama State Collegians. And the Bama State Collegians were a very popular band. They went around the state of Alabama and all around the whole United States representing Alabama in Chicago, New Jersey, New York. And in 1934, when he graduated from Bama State College, the president gave him a brand new trumpet for the occasion. In 1935, his band, the Bama Collegians, went on to play in New York, and they were playing an extended booking at the Apollo Theater in Harlem when he met Florence Browning, who is my Aunt Flossie. And they remained in New York for several years. They recorded several albums during that time. And then in 1939, he recorded a song called Tuxedo Junction. Tuxedo Junction is a song they had played for many years, they just had never recorded it. But once they recorded it, released it to the public, it went straight to the charts and it sold 1 million copies. And that was in 1939. See, at this time, this is right doing when the war was coming. I mean, this is right doing, the military in the war. So another famous person at that time, a white man named Glenn Miller, immediately picked up the song, recorded it, and it went #1 worldwide. It's a very, very popular song, which is the song that I'm playing for you right now. To this day, you may turn on many, many old movies and black and white movies, and this song has been played, recorded by hundreds of bands. And so it's like really one of the first really big Billboard hits. And I'm really proud of him to look back. I met Uncle twice in the late 60s when I was growing up, a little kid. He came and watched me play a couple times. And so this is someone I knew, a person that really touched me to be able to do this presentation. And right now in Birmingham, Alabama, in 1994, the city of Birmingham created a park in honor of my uncle, Erskine Hawkins. And so they have the Erskine Hawkins Park in Birmingham, Alabama. And each July, in the 4th Saturday in July, there's a concert commemorating him. They play big band music and all the colleges participate. It's a pretty big thing each year. And in closing, the one thing I tell you, God works. God just works, I tell you that. I didn't really think about this until actually I finished doing this presentation. My middle daughter, Jillian Browning, she's a world-renowned right now black artist, but she wound up as the associate professor of art at the University of Alabama at Birmingham. And I never realized, then I realized, well, that is where, Uncle Erskine, was born, and that's where he was, he's known from Birmingham. And it just, see how God works? And I just didn't really, put that together until I judged it. So that's my verse. This is his song.